Harry, what is it?
Where shall I?
Nothing. Nothing, I'm fine.
Let's see.
Say, Percy, who's that teacher talking to Professor Quirrell?
Oh, that's Professor Snape, head of Slytherin House.
What's he teach?
Potions. But everyone knows it's the dark arts he fancies. He's been after Quirrell's job for years.
There will be no foolish wand-waving or silly incantations in this class. As such, I don't expect many of you to appreciate the subtle science and exact art that is potion-making. However, for those select few who possess the predisposition, I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses. I can tell you how to bottle fame, brew glory, and even put a stopper in death. Then again, maybe some of you have come to Hogwarts in possession of abilities so formidable that you feel confident enough to not pay attention. Mr. Potter, our new celebrity. Tell me, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? You don't know? Well, let's try again. Where, Mr. Potter, would you look if I asked you to find me a bezoar?
I don't know, sir.
And what is the difference between monkshood and wolfbane?
I don't know, sir.
Pity. Clearly, fame isn't everything, is it, Mr. Potter?
Professor McGonagall.
Miss Granger.
Be that as it may, it was an extremely foolish thing to do. I would have expected more rational behaviour on your part, and I am very disappointed in you.
5 points will be taken from Gryffindor. For sheer dumb luck.
Strength today.
I'm not hungry.
Good luck today, Potter. Then again, now that you've proven yourself against a troll, a little game of Quidditch should be easy work for you. Even if it is against Slytherin.
Lacanum in Flammari.
Fire! You're on fire!
Severus,
You don't want me as your enemy, Quirrell.
What do you mean?
You know perfectly well what I mean. We'll have another little chat soon, when you've had time to decide where your loyalties lie.
Oh, professors, I found this in the restricted section. It's still hot. That means there's a student out of bed.
It was Snape, which means he knows how to get past Fluffy.
And with Dumbledore gone,
Good afternoon. Now, what would 3 young Gryffindors, such as yourselves, be doing inside on a day like this?
We were just...
You want to be careful. People will think you're up to something.
But that day, during the Quidditch match, Snape tried to kill me.
No, dear boy. I tried to kill you. And trust me, if Snape's cloak hadn't caught fire and broken my eye contact, I would have succeeded. Even with Snape muttering his little counter-curse.
Snape was trying to save me.
Recent events must be taken into account.
You were seen by no less than 7 muggles. Do you have any idea how serious this is? You have risked the exposure of our world. Not to mention the damage you inflicted on a Whomping Willow that's been on these grounds since before you were born.
Honestly, Professor Snape, I think it did more damage to us.
Silence! I assure you that were you in Slytherin and your fate rested with me, the both of you would be on the train home tonight. As it is...
They are not.
Professor Dumbledore. Professor McGonagall.
Headmaster, these boys have flouted the decree for the restriction of underage wizardry. As such...
I am well aware of our bylaws, Severus, having written quite a few of them myself. However, as head of Gryffindor House, it is for Professor McGonagall to determine the appropriate action.
We'll go and get our stuff then.
What are you talking about, Mr. Weasley?
You're going to expel us, aren't you?
Not today, Mr. Weasley. But I must impress on both of you the seriousness of what you have done. I will be writing to your families tonight, and you will both receive detention.
Everyone will proceed to their dormitories immediately.
Ravenclaws, follow me.
Petrified.
Ah, thought so.
He's been petrified, I cannot say.
If I might, Headmaster, perhaps Potter and his friends were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. However, the circumstances are suspicious. I, for one, don't recall seeing Potter at dinner.
I'm afraid that's my doing, Severus. You see, Harry was helping me answer my fan mail.
That's why Ron and I went looking for him, Professor. We just found him when he said...
Yes, Miss Granger?
When I said I wasn't hungry. We were heading back to the common room when we found Mrs. Norris.
Innocent until proven guilty, Severus.
Marquette has been petrified.
Let me introduce my assistant, Professor Snape. He has sportingly agreed to help me with a short demonstration. Now, I don't want any of you youngsters to worry. You'll still have your potions master when I'm through with him. Never fear. One, 2, 3.
Expelliarmus!
Do you think he's all right?
Who cares?
An excellent idea to show them that, Professor Snape, but if you don't mind me saying, it was pretty obvious what you're about to do. And if I had wanted to stop you, it would have been only too easy.
Perhaps it would be prudent to first teach the students to block unfriendly spells, Professor.
An excellent suggestion, Professor Snape. Let's have a volunteer pair. Potter, Weasley, how about you?
Weasley's wand causes devastation with the simplest spells. We'll be sending Potter to the hospital wing in a matchbox. Might I suggest someone from my own house? Malfoy, perhaps?
I said...
Don't move, Potter. I'll get rid of it for you.
Allow me, Professor Snape.
Ivaneska.
As you can see, the heir of Slytherin has left another message. Our worst fear has been realized. A student has been taken by the monster into the chamber itself. The students must be sent home. I'm afraid this is the end of Hogwarts.
So sorry, dozed off. What have I missed?
A girl has been snatched by the monster lockout. Your moment has come at last.
My moment?
Weren't you saying just last night that you've known all along where the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets is?
That's settled. We'll leave you to deal with the monster, Gilderoy. Your skills, after all, are legend.
Very well.
Hogwarts will, until further notice, play host to the Dementors of Azkaban.
Think, Neville, think.
Ridiculous!
Wonderful, Neville, wonderful, incredible. Okay, to the back, Neville. Everyone form a line. To picture the thing they fear the very most and turn it into something funny. Concentrate, patiently. Be brave.
Feat, don't you think? To enter Hogwarts Castle on one's own, completely undetected.
Quite remarkable, yeah.
Any theories on how he might have managed it?
Many, each as unlikely as the next.
You may recall, prior to the start of term, I did express concerns about your appointment of Professor...
But not a single professor inside this castle would help Sirius Black to enter it. So I'm quite convinced the castle is safe, and I'm more than willing to send the students back to their houses.
What about Potter? Should he be warned?
Perhaps, but for now, let him sleep. For in dreams, we enter a world that's entirely our own. Let them swim in the deepest ocean or glide over the highest cloud.
Turn to page 394.
Excuse me, sir. Where's Professor Lupin?
That's not really your concern, is it, Potter? Suffice it to say that your professor finds himself incapable of teaching at the present time. Turn to page 394.
Werewolves?
But, sir, we've just begun learning about red caps and hinky punks. We're not meant to start nocturnal beasts for weeks.
Quiet.
When did she come in? Did you see her come in?
Now, which one of you can tell me the difference between an animagus and a werewolf? No one. How disappointing.
Please, sir. An animagus is a wizard who elects to turn into an animal. A werewolf has no choice. With each full moon, when he transforms, he no longer remembers who he is. He'd kill his best friend if he crossed his path. Furthermore, the werewolf only responds to the call of its own kind.
Oh! Thank you, Mr. Malfoy. That is the second time you've spoken out of turn, Miss Granger. Are you incapable of restraining yourself, or do you take pride in being an insufferable know-it-all?
He's got a point, you know.
5 points from Gryffindor. As an antidote to your ignorance, and on my desk by Monday morning, 2 rolls of parchment on the werewolf, with particular emphasis on recognizing it.
Sir, it's Quidditch tomorrow.
Then I suggest you take extra care, Mr. Potter. Loss of limb will not excuse you. Page 394. The term werewolf is a contraction of the Anglo-Saxon word
Mischief managed. Knox.
Potter. What are you doing wandering the corridors at night?
I was sleepwalking.
How extraordinarily like your father you are, Potter. He too was exceedingly arrogant, strutting about the castle.
My dad didn't strut. And nor do I. Now, if you don't mind, I would appreciate it if you could lower your wand.
Turn out your pockets. Turn out your pockets. What's this?
It's a bare bit of parchment.
Really? Open it. Reveal your secrets. Read it.
Messrs. Mooney, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs offer their compliments to Professor Snape and
Go on.
request that he keep his abnormally large nose out of other people's business.
Why, you insolent little...
Professor.
Well, well. Lupin. Out for a little walk in the moonlight, are we?
Harry? You all right?
That remains to be seen. I have just now confiscated a rather curious artifact from Mr. Potter. Take a look, Lupin. It's supposed to be your area of expertise. Clearly, it's full of dark magic.
Oh, I seriously doubt it, Severus. It looks to me as though it's merely a parchment designed to insult anyone who tries to read it. I suspect it's a Zonko product. Nevertheless, I should investigate any hidden qualities it may possess. It is, after all, as you say, my area of expertise. Harry, would you come with me, please? Professor, good night. Come here.
Are you deaf? Put that light out.
Come on, Peter! Come out and play!
Vengeance is sweet. I hoped I'd be the one to catch you.
Severus.
I told Dumbledore you were helping an old friend into the castle, and now, here's the proof.
Brilliant, Snape. Once again, you put your keen and penetrating mind to the task, and as usual, come to the wrong conclusion. Now, if you'll excuse us, Remus and I have some unfinished business to attend to.
Give me a reason. I beg you.
Severus, don't be a fool.
He can't help it, it's habit by
Sirius,
now.
be quiet!
Quiet yourself, Remus!
Listen to you two, quarreling like an old married couple.
Why don't you run along and play with your chemistry set?
I could do it, you know. But why deny the Dementors? They're so longing to see you. Do I detect a flicker of fear? Oh, yes. The Dementor's kiss. One can only imagine what that must be like to endure. It's said to be nearly unbearable to witness, but I'll do my best.
Severus, please.
After you.
Expelliarmus!
There you are, Potter.
Professor Dumbledore.
Sit down.
Only an exceptionally powerful confront.
Master, I too find it difficult to believe this mere coincidence. However, if we are to truly discover the meaning of these events, perhaps we should, for the time being, let them unfold.
What? Do nothing? Offer him up as bait? I mean, Potter is a boy, not a piece of meat.
I agree with Severus. Alistair, keep an eye on Harry, will you?
I can do that.
Don't let him know, though. He must be anxious enough as it is, knowing what lies ahead. Then again, we all are.
This is mad. At this rate, we'll be the only ones on you without dates. Oh. Well.
Can't we run away? Come on. It's one thing for a bloke. Look, we've just got to grit our teeth and do it. Tonight when we get back to the common room, we'll both have partners. Agreed?
Agreed.
Oh!
Wait, please, please, I have more! What about Snape? Severus Snape.
As the council is very much aware, I've given evidence on this matter. Severus Snape was indeed a Death Eater, and prior to Lord Voldemort's downfall, turned spy for us at great personal risk. Today's no more a Death Eater than I am.
Remains faithful to the Dark Lord. It's a sign, Severus. You know what it means as well as I.
Potter, what's your hurry? Congratulations, your performance in the Black Lake was inspiring. Gillyweed, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Ingenious. A rather rare herb, gillyweed. Not something found in your everyday garden. Nor is this. Know what it is?
Bobble juice, sir.
Veritaserum. 3 drops of this, and you know who himself would spill his darkest secrets. The use of it on a student is, regrettably, forbidden. However, should you ever steal from my personal stores again, my hand might just slip over your morning pumpkin juice.
I haven't stolen anything.
Don't lie to me. Gillyweed may be innocuous, but boomslang skin, lacewing flies. You and your little friends are brewing polyjuice potion, and believe me, I'm going to find out why.
Today, Professor Moody placed the Triwizard Cup.
Everybody in their seats. A boy's just been killed. The body must be moved, Dumbledore. There are too many people.
Severus! Do you know who I am? Hurry, get away from there!
That's Moody, but then who's...
Polyjuice potion.
Now we know who's been stealing from your stores, Severus.
We'll get you up in... We also wish to welcome our new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, Professor Dolores Umbridge. And I'm sure has asked me to remind you
Illuminating?
Now, as I was
what a load of waffle.
You applied first for the Defense Against the Dark Arts post, is that correct?
Yes.
but you were unsuccessful?
Obviously. You wished to see me, Headmaster?
Severus, I'm afraid we can't wait. Not even till the morning.
Otherwise, we'll all be vulnerable.
It appears that there is a connection between the Dark Lord's mind and your own. Whether he is as yet aware of this connection is, for the moment, unclear. Pray he remains ignorant.
You mean if he knows about it, then he'll be able to read my mind?
Read it, control it, unhinge it. In the past, it was often the Dark Lord's pleasure to invade the minds of his victims, creating visions designed to torture them into madness. Only after extracting the last exquisite ounce of agony, only when he had them literally begging for death, would he finally kill them. Used properly, the power of occlumency will help shield you from access or influence. In these lessons, I will attempt to penetrate your mind. You will attempt to resist. Prepare yourself. Gentlemen. Feeling sentimental?
That's private.
Not to me. And not to the Dark Lord if you don't improve. Every memory he has access to is a weapon he can use against you. You won't last 2 seconds if he invades your mind. You're just like your father. Lazy, arrogant.
Don't say a word against my father.
Weak.
I'm not weak.
Then prove it. Control your emotions. Discipline your mind. Legilimate. I may vomit.
Stop it!
Is this what you call control?
We've been at it for hours. If I could just rest.
The Dark Lord isn't resting. You and Black, you're two of a kind, sentimental children, forever whining about how bitterly unfair your lives have been. Well, it may have escaped your notice, but life isn't fair. Your blessed father knew that. In fact, he frequently saw to it.
My father was a great man.
Your father was a swine.
Protego!
Come on, Mooney. Outfit. Snape! Expelliarmus!
Nice one, James.
James, finish him off. Impedimenta. Right, who wants to see me take off Snively's trousers?
Enough. Your lessons are at an end. Get out. You've sent for me, Headmistress.
Snape, yes. The time has come for answers, whether he wants to give them to me or not. Have you brought the Veritaserum?
I'm afraid you've used up all my stores interrogating students, the last of it on Miss Chang. Unless you wish to poison him, and I assure you I would have the greatest sympathy if you did. I cannot help you.
He's got Padfoot. He's got Padfoot at the place where it's hidden.
Padfoot? What is Padfoot? Well, what is hidden? What is he talking about, Snape?
No idea. Run along, Wormtail.
I know I ought not to be here.
The Dark Lord himself forbade me to speak of this.
If the Dark Lord has forbidden it, you ought not to speak. Put it down, Bella. We mustn't touch what isn't ours. As it so happens, I'm aware of your situation, Narcissa.
You? The Dark Lord told you?
Your sister doubts me. Understandable. Over the years, I've played my part well. So well, I've deceived one of the greatest wizards of all time. Dumbledore is a great wizard. Only a fool would question it.
I don't doubt you, Severus.
You should be honored, Sissy. As should Draco.
He's just a boy.
I can't change the Dark Lord's mind. But it might be possible for me to help Draco.
Severus.
Swear to it.
Make the unbreakable vow. It's just empty words. He'll give it his best effort. But when it matters most, he'll just slither back into his hole. Coward.
Take out your wand.
Will you, Severus Snape, watch over Draco Malfoy as he attempts to fulfill the Dark Lord's wishes?
I will.
And will you, to the best of your ability, protect him from harm?
I will.
And if Draco should fail, will you yourself carry out the deed the Dark Lord has ordered Draco to perform?
I will. I can vouch for Mr. Malfoy.
Nice face, Potter.
Meanwhile, the post of defense against the dark arts will be taken by Professor Snape.
Oh, Severus. What do you think?
I think Miss Bell is lucky to be alive.
She was cursed, wasn't she? I know, Katie. Off the Quidditch pitch, she wouldn't hurt a fly. If she was delivering that to Professor Dumbledore, she wasn't doing it knowingly.
Yes, she was cursed.
It was Malfoy.
That is a very serious accusation, Potter.
Indeed. Your evidence?
I just know.
You just know. Once again, you astonish with your gifts, Potter. Gifts mere mortals can only dream of possessing. How grand it must be to be the chosen one.
I suggest you go back to your dormitories, all of you.
You've just bought yourself a month's detention, McLagan. Not so quick, Potter.
Sir, I really think I should rejoin the party my date
can surely survive your absence for another minute or two. Besides, I only wish to convey a message.
Message?
From Professor Dumbledore. He asked me to give you his best, and he hopes you enjoy your holiday. You see, he's traveling, and he won't return until term resumes.
Traveling where?
How are you?
Happy?
I'll escort him out.
Certainly, Professor.
All right.
Maybe I did hex that bell girl. Maybe I didn't. What's it to you?
I swore to protect you. I made the unbreakable vow.
I don't need protection. I was chosen for this. Out of all others, me. And I won't fail him.
You're afraid, Draco. You attempt to conceal it, but it's obvious. Let me assist you.
No! I was chosen. This is my moment.
Quick thinking on your part, Harry, using a bazaar. You must be very proud of your student, Horace.
Oh, yes, very proud.
I think we agree. Potter's actions were heroic. The question is, why were they necessary?
Aye, indeed. This appears to be a gift, Horace. You don't remember who gave you this bottle? Which, by the way, possesses remarkably subtle hints of licorice and cherry, when not polluted with poison.
Actually, I had intended to give it as a gift myself.
To whom, I might ask?
To you, Headmaster.
Where is he? Where's my 1-1? Has he been asking for me? What are you doing here? And to be his girlfriend, love. You haven't spoken in weeks. I suppose you want to break up with him now that he's suddenly all interesting. He's been... Ah, see? He senses my presence. Don't worry, 1-1. I'm here.
Oh, to be young and to feel love's keen sting. Well, come away, everybody.
Have you ever considered that you ask too much, that you take too much for granted? Has it ever crossed your brilliant mind that I don't want to do this anymore?
Whether it has or hasn't is irrelevant. I will not negotiate with you, Severus. You agreed. Nothing more to discuss.
Let me finish him in my own way.
No! The Dark Lord was clear the poised to do it. This is your moment. Do it. Go on, Draco. No!
No.
Severus. Please.
Avada Kedavra.
Snape!
No! He belongs to the Dark Lord.
Second Semper!
You dare use my own spells against me, Potter? Yes. I'm the half-blood prince.
Severus, I was beginning to worry you had lost your way. Come, we've saved you a seat. You bring news, I trust?
It will happen Saturday next, at nightfall.
I've heard differently, my lord. Dawlish the Aura has let slip that the Potter boy will not be moved until the 30th of this month, the day before he turns 17.
This is a false trail. The Aura Office no longer plays any part in the protection of Harry Potter. Those closest to him believe we have infiltrated the Ministry to a safe house. Most likely the home of someone in the Order. I'm told it's been given every manner of protection possible. Once there, it will be impractical to attack him.
That my wand and Potter's share the same core.
Severus, please. We're friends.
Dumbledore's leadership. Snape's curriculum is severe, reflecting the wishes of the Dark Lord, and infractions are dealt with harshly.